Elton John finally speaks out on Princess Diana, the painful truth revealed. For years, the world has speculated about Princess Diana's struggles, but now her closest friend Elton John has broken his silence, revealing painful truths that could change everything we thought we knew. What shocking details did Diana confide in Elton about her private battles? How did the pressures of royal life push her to the brink? Stay tuned as we uncover the untold story of Diana's heartbreak, the hidden struggles she shared with Elton, and the royal secrets that have only now come to light. Number 1. The unbreakable bond between Diana and Elton. Elton John and Princess Diana became friends in 1981, during Prince Andrew's 21st birthday celebration at Windsor Castle. Elton later recalled the moment their friendship began. "When I arrived, there was no one there but the dance band and Princess Diana. We danced the Charleston alone on the floor for 20 minutes. Their bond deepened over time, built on shared experiences with fame, public scrutiny, and dedication to charitable causes. Both faced immense media pressure, but Diana's natural charm and social ease made her a comforting presence for Elton. He described her ability to make people feel at ease as one of her most remarkable traits. Their mutual dedication to charity also played a significant role in their connection. Diana's groundbreaking work in AIDS awareness deeply resonated with Elton, who was a vocal advocate for the cause. He often praised her for her compassion and tireless efforts to destigmatize AIDS, emphasizing the lasting impact of her activism. Despite their close friendship, Diana and Elton experienced a falling out. However, they reconciled 6 weeks before Diana's tragic death in 1997, reaffirming their bond before it was too late. Number 2. Diana's love for music and how Elton inspired her. Princess Diana often turned to music and dance as a form of solace, finding joy and escape in these creative outlets despite the immense pressures of royal life. Her love for dance, particularly ballet, was well documented. Anne Allen, her former ballet teacher, revealed that Diana sought dance lessons shortly after her marriage to Prince Charles in 1981. Initially, Diana lacked confidence in her abilities, but over time, the secret weekly sessions helped her feel empowered. Dance became a sanctuary for her, a way to reclaim a sense of freedom within the confines of royal duties. One memorable moment occurred in 1985 when Diana surprised Prince Charles with a dance performance to Billy Joel's Uptown Girl at a charity event. While the audience enthusiastically applauded, Charles's cold reaction left Diana disheartened. This incident highlighted the emotional distance in their marriage and underscored how dance served as a personal refuge for her. Elton John's influence extended beyond public appearances. The two frequently shared private moments centered around music, with Elton serving as both a confidant and a source of inspiration. To Diana, music, and her friendship with Elton, represented a therapeutic escape from the pressures of royal life. Number 3. The 1997 rift that nearly ended their friendship. In 1997, an unexpected misunderstanding involving the book Rock and Royalty nearly ended Princess Diana and Elton John's close friendship. The book, created by renowned designer Gianni Versace to raise funds for the Elton John AIDS Foundation, featured a distinctive combination of art. It included elegant portraits of members of the British royal family, such as Diana and her sons, juxtaposed with artistic photographs of semi-nude male models. Initially, Diana had agreed to write the book's foreword to support the charitable cause. However, as the publication date approached, she had a change of heart and withdrew her endorsement at the last minute. Her sudden decision caught Elton off guard, leaving him hurt and disappointed. For years, their friendship had been built on mutual admiration and shared dedication to humanitarian causes, making this rift all the more unexpected. Although neither publicly addressed the issue, those close to them sensed the strain on their relationship. Then, on July 15, 1997, tragedy struck. Gianni Versace was brutally murdered outside his Miami Beach mansion, shocking the world and deeply affecting both Diana and Elton. The devastating news brought an overwhelming sense of grief, drawing them back together. At Versace's funeral in Milan, Diana was seen comforting a visibly heartbroken Elton John. Their reconciliation was heartfelt and genuine, with both reflecting on their shared memories, commitment to charity, and mutual support. It seemed their bond had grown stronger than ever. However, their renewed closeness was tragically short-lived. Just weeks later, on August 31st, 1997, Diana's life was cut short in a devastating car accident in Paris. Number 4. Late-night calls and Diana's secret confessions. The bond between Princess Diana and Elton John extended far beyond public appearances. They often spoke late into the night, with Elton offering her a safe space to share her struggles and seek comfort during her most challenging times. In these conversations, Diana confided in Elton about her immense loneliness within her marriage to Prince Charles. She shared her feelings of betrayal over her husband's relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, which deeply impacted her sense of trust and emotional well-being. Elton later revealed that Diana also expressed fears of being misunderstood or manipulated by those within the royal circle. She spoke about the constant pressure to maintain composure and perfection, making it difficult for her to find genuine allies. Diana was equally candid about the impact of relentless media scrutiny on her mental health. She shared how the constant glare of the paparazzi left her feeling exposed and vulnerable. Elton became one of the few people she trusted to express her raw emotions, providing a judgment-free environment where she could be herself. Elton once remarked on Diana's remarkable ability to connect with others, even during her own struggles. He said, "She was incredibly vulnerable, but she had this warmth and ability to make you feel special. It was heartbreaking to see her carry such pain." Number 5. Diana's battles with the royal institution. Princess Diana's integration into the royal family was fraught with challenges. While she embraced a modern and compassionate approach to her role, the institution expected her to strictly adhere to its rigid traditions. One of her most significant struggles was in motherhood. Diana wanted to provide Prince William and Prince Harry with experiences beyond the confines of royal protocol. She took them to amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and engaged them in charitable activities. However, these efforts were met with resistance from the royal establishment, which preferred to maintain a distance from the public. Diana's humanitarian work, particularly her groundbreaking advocacy for AIDS patients and her campaign against landmines, also exposed tensions between her values and those of the royal family. While the monarchy historically prioritized a neutral and reserved public image, Diana's emotional engagement and hands-on approach often broke protocol. Her decision to comfort and touch AIDS patients, for example, challenged societal stigmas and showcased a compassionate leadership style that was both revolutionary and, to some within the institution, unsettling. Elton John witnessed firsthand the toll these internal conflicts took on Diana. In interviews, he has spoken about how constrained she felt by the expectations placed on her and how deeply she struggled with the lack of emotional support within the royal household. Diana's relationship with the media further compounded these challenges. No matter where she went, cameras followed, capturing every smile, every tear, and every moment of doubt. The royal family's traditional response to such scrutiny was simple: maintain silence and composure. But Diana was different. She felt deeply, and she wasn't afraid to show it. Diana openly discussed her struggles with mental health, the cracks in her marriage, and the loneliness she experienced, even in the most glamorous settings. The public loved her for her honesty, finding her relatable and authentic in a way no other royal had been. But her openness came at a cost. Her willingness to share her truth didn't sit well with everyone, especially within Buckingham Palace. Some viewed her candor as refreshing, while others, especially traditionalists, believed she was breaking unwritten rules and making the monarchy appear vulnerable. In their view, dignity required silence, and Diana was stepping too far outside the lines. The public was divided as well. Admirers praised her courage, while critics accused her of seeking attention and undermining the monarchy. However, Diana wasn't trying to dismantle the institution. She was simply trying to be herself in a world that demanded conformity. Caught between two worlds, one of quiet duty and another of raw authenticity, Diana chose to follow her heart, even in the face of criticism. It was this human, relatable side of her that endeared her to millions worldwide. Number 6. Diana's feelings. About the paparazzi and public scrutiny. Princess Diana endured an infamously toxic relationship with the paparazzi. They followed her relentlessly, manipulated footage, and often fabricated controversies. Behind her poised public image, Diana battled with personal struggles, including bulimia, self-injury, and feelings of worthlessness. These struggles were exacerbated by the invasive nature of the press, leaving her feeling exposed and vulnerable. Elton John saw how deeply the media's intrusion affected Diana. He has spoken about the relentless attention she endured and the lack of privacy that amplified her emotional turmoil. In interviews, Elton has suggested that the media's obsession with Diana contributed to her distress, implying that their unrelenting focus played a role in the tragic circumstances leading to her untimely death. Elton described the pressure Diana faced as unbearable, highlighting how the constant scrutiny eroded her sense of security and added to her mental health struggles. He has often expressed regret about how the media treated Diana, reflecting on the price she paid for being the people's princess. Number 7. Elton's reaction to Diana's divorce from Prince Charles. Princess Diana's divorce from Prince Charles in 1996 was a pivotal moment in her life, both personally and publicly. The separation not only changed her royal status, but also had a profound impact on her personal identity and future aspirations. While Elton John has not explicitly spoken about the divorce, it is evident from his interviews and memoir that he was deeply concerned about Diana's well-being during this challenging time. He became a source of emotional support as she adjusted to life outside the royal family. One of the most distressing aspects of the divorce for Diana was losing her Royal Highness HRH title. This decision, reportedly insisted upon by Prince Charles, meant she was required to curtsy to other members of the royal family, including her ex-husband and even her children. It is believed that Queen Elizabeth II had no objection to Diana retaining the title, but Charles allegedly pushed for its removal. Despite this setback, Diana remained determined to redefine her identity and role. She channeled her energy into philanthropy, focusing on causes close to her heart, such as AIDS awareness and her campaign against landmines. These efforts allowed her to maintain a public platform and continue making a difference, independent of royal duties. Diana also prioritized providing her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, with a sense of normalcy. She wanted to shield them from the intense media scrutiny that had plagued her marriage and personal life. Her goal was to raise them with a blend of royal traditions and the freedoms of everyday life, instilling in them empathy and understanding for the world beyond palace walls. Elton supported this approach, as he intimately understood the darker side of fame and its toll on one's mental and emotional health. Number 8. Diana's last summer, the truth about her final months. In the summer of 1997, Princess Diana made a bold decision. She was ready to start a new chapter, free from the constraints of royal life. She reconnected with Dodi Al-Fayed, whom she had first met in 1986 at a polo match. By July, the couple had been photographed together on Dodi's yacht, sparking widespread media interest. Their relationship marked a departure from her past. It reflected Diana's longing for genuine companionship and joy, free from the expectations of royal life. Friends of Diana observed that she seemed more relaxed and content during this time, embracing the freedom that came with her newfound independence. Diana and Dodi bonded over shared interests and mutual understanding, allowing her to experience life more like an ordinary person, something she had sought for much of her adult life. Elton John noted that Diana was searching for true happiness, something she never found with her ex-husband. He believed that, had tragedy not struck, she might have finally found her happily ever after. Number 9. The iconic candle in the Wind tribute. On September 6, 1997, during Princess Diana's funeral at Westminster Abbey, Elton John delivered a deeply emotional performance of a reimagined version of his 1973 song, Candle in the Wind. This rendition was a heartfelt tribute to Diana and remains one of the most poignant moments in modern history. In the days following Diana's death, Elton reached out to his longtime collaborator, Bernie Taupin, to rewrite the song's lyrics. Originally written as a tribute to Marilyn Monroe, the song was transformed to honor Diana's life and legacy. The rewritten version, Candle in the Wind 1997, was performed live at the funeral, marking the only time Elton performed this version in public. The performance was profoundly moving, with Elton visibly emotional as he sang. The solemn atmosphere at Westminster Abbey, combined with the millions watching worldwide, reflected the depth of Diana's impact and the immense collective grief. After the funeral, Candle in the Wind 1997 was released as a single, with all proceeds directed to Diana's charities. The song became a global phenomenon, selling over 33 million copies and becoming the best-selling single since the UK and US charts began in the 1950s. Today, it stands as a testament to Diana's enduring legacy and her influence on the world. Number 10. The royal family's reaction to Elton's tribute. Initially, Elton John's tribute faced resistance from the royal family. They reportedly wanted to adhere to traditional practices and had initially hired another musician to perform during the service. According to documents later released, the palace expressed concerns about the rewritten lyrics of Candle in the Wind, fearing they might be too personal or inappropriate for the solemnity of the occasion. However, the Dean of Westminster, Dr. Wesley Carr, intervened, strongly advocating for Elton's performance. He believed the tribute would resonate with the public and capture the essence of Diana's impact. Ultimately, Elton was allowed to perform the tribute, and the decision proved to be the right one. His rendition was widely acclaimed and became a symbol of the public's collective mourning for Diana. Number 11. Elton's recent revelation, the truth he's finally ready to share. In recent interviews, Elton John has opened up about his deep bond with Princess Diana, revealing the personal struggles and fears she faced behind the palace doors. He shared that Diana often confided in him about feeling isolated and misunderstood within the royal family. She struggled under the immense pressure of public life and the constraints of royal expectations, expressing a longing for a life where she could truly be herself. Elton also spoke about Diana's emotional challenges, including her battles with bulimia and self-harm. He described how she felt trapped in a gilded cage, unable to escape the relentless media scrutiny and the rigid protocols of royal life. Despite her public image as the people's princess, Diana's private life was marked by profound sadness and a craving for personal happiness. Elton emphasized that the pressures she endured were deeply unfair, both from the media and within the royal institution. Reflecting on their friendship, he expressed sorrow over how she was often portrayed without regard for her humanity or the emotional pain she carried. Number 12. The legacy of Diana and Elton's friendship. Even decades later, Elton John continues to honor Diana's memory through his philanthropic work, particularly in the fight against HIV/AIDS. In 1992, he founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation, dedicated to ending the AIDS epidemic and combating stigma associated with HIV and the LGBTQ+ community. Today, the foundation supports marginalized communities worldwide, providing access to healthcare, education, and advocacy for equal rights. Elton's work serves as a lasting tribute to Diana's compassionate legacy, particularly her groundbreaking efforts to destigmatize AIDS and bring attention to humanitarian causes. Elton John's reflections remind us of Diana's resilience, kindness, and the struggles she faced. Their friendship was more than a celebrity connection. It was a lifeline for both of them during challenging times. What do you think about Elton's revelations? Do they change how you see Diana's story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold royal stories.